Hi everybody, it's Nikki here and welcome to today's video, which is my February update for Pan those eyeshadows. I will leave all the information you need in the description box below this video, so please do check that out before you leave. So I was going to leave this for this month and just do this video bi-monthly, but then something happened today. So I thought, you know what, why wait another month? I'm going to do an update. So here we are. So I have 4 palettes that are picked randomly through a Tiny Decisions app, and then I pick the shade from each palette that I want to try and hit pan on. I know other people randomly choose the shade as well, but I want a little bit of control as to what colours I'm panning, so that I can kind of, what I try to do is pick colours that will work together so I can pan an eye look. That didn't quite work out this time round, but it kind of worked, just kind of worked. So the palette that is actually rolling out is my Avocado Toast palette from BH Cosmetics. Yes, the the shade I was working, let's start that again. Have a sip from Ursula's mug. So the shade that I was working on in here is Lemon Pepper. It is on my eye look today. And clean it up a bit. There it is, a shiny pan. Look at it, look at it, look at it. This is another pan in my collection. I am so happy for this. I have worked out that to reach 5% pan percentage in my eyeshadow collection by the end of the year, I need to hit 18 pans of eyeshadow. I hit one this morning, so we are 1 down and 17 more to go, as long as I don't add any more eyeshadows to my collection, so, which I shouldn't because I'm on a no buy. But yeah, so happy that I hit pan, so excited. Look at it, look at it. I really liked this colour. I really love it on the inner half of my eyelid, in this look that I've been trying to project pan. I will continue to do a very similar look, but I'm going to have to try and find another shade for my inner side, because this one is rolling out of the project and we will be picking a new palette to work with today. So that is out. By the way, that took me 8 uses to hit pan, so very happy with that. It was very quick to hit pan, so that makes me very happy. The next palette I chose was the Revolution Enchanted palette. I just love this artwork on here, so my aesthetic. And the shade in here that I'm trying to hit pan on is Storm, and it's this purple here. We do have a little bit of a dip going, not much. This has only had 4 uses. I will say that I did start January off trying to pan a look that used the purples a lot. But then I was trying to pan this look throughout the latter half of January, I've got to say. So this kind of did sit on the back burner, and so unfortunately we just have a little bit of a dip. We just have a little bit of a dip going, but not much. But, you know, hopefully in the next month I can turn back to those purple looks. The next palette that I'm working on is another Revolution palette. This is the Rainbow palette. And the shade I'm working on here is also in this eye look, and it is in the shade Sunflower. So it is this shade here. Unfortunately, I only just realised I could have been panning this look with this eyeshadow included this week. and so it hasn't had that much uses on it at all. It's only had 4 uses as well. I really wish that I'd realized that I could use this shade in this look sooner rather than later, because I feel like I would have had more of a dip in there. But you know, I'm still gonna attempt it. I'm still going to attempt to try and hit pan, because it's still in the project. So yeah, I'm hopeful. It's had 4 uses. And last but not least, still in the project pan, is my Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy eyeshadow palette. I have been looking at the Dark Romance palette that Beauty Bay have released for Valentine's Day, and I did originally ask my husband if he could purchase me that palette, but now that I've had time to sit and think about it, which is actually what I like about having my no buy, is it makes me sit and really think about my purchases. Is it worth breaking my no buy for? Technically, I wouldn't be breaking my no buy because I was going to ask for it as a gift for Valentine's Day. And I know a lot of people say if they ask for a particular gift, they still count it for their purchases. But for me, if I don't tell my husband what I want, he'll just randomly buy me anything. So if I particularly want something, I do have to ask for it. But he's great. He buys me lots of beautiful stuff and his taste is really good. So I don't mind him doing that. But if I want something specific, I do have to ask him for it. Anyway, we're not talking about that. I decided not to get the Dark Romance palette because I have plenty of pinks. And the only reason why I really wanted that palette was because of the greys, and I have greys in other palettes. But talking of this palette, the Dark Fantasy, I am trying to hit pan in the shade Nightmare. I do have a little bit of a dip going, as you can see. I've used this 4 times as well, but it is a shimmer, so we know those are easier to hit pan on than mattes. But again, I was using this in conjunction with the Enchanted palette with the Storm shade in here. So I did get quite a few uses in a look for that. So maybe I might take a break from this and do a few purple looks maybe in the next week, see if I can hit pan in one of these. But yeah, that is that one as well. So we have a couple of dips going in some of these shades, but I do think, if anything, this is going to be the next one I'm going to hit pan on. And the 2 Revolution palettes might be here for a while because they're both matte shades, so they are harder to hit pan on. So that is the update. So what I need to do now is bring up my Tiny Decisions app and spin the wheel for the next palette. So let's go. So I do have, sorry about the glare, there's nothing I can do about it. I do have some spaces blacked out, but those are the palettes that are currently in. These are all my 10 plus pans because I do want to increase the pan percentage for my larger palettes, which are 10 pans or more in them. So we are sticking to the 10 pans palettes list. So we're going to spin it just the once and see what we get. So the Revolution Def Leppard. Oh, okay. The reason why I'm like, really, is because that's already in a project pan. But it's in a project pan to hit pan. So I can kind of do it both at the same time. So, not that way, that way. This is the Def Leppard palette from Revolution. I love this palette. I love it so much. If you don't know, I'm a massive fan of Def Leppard. So, yeah, really like their music. all the rocky kind of bands, Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, Metallica, Bryan Adams I used to like as well. Anyway, so this is the palette. I don't know what shade to go for. I mean, Hallucinate looks very, very similar to Lemon Pepper. So I could... Very similar. Oh my God. I need to check this out. Okay, so Hallucinate, Lemon Pepper. They are very similar. Lemon Pepper has a lot more shine than Hallucinate, if I'm honest, but ooh, when you turn them that way, they are so similar. No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that. No. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to go for Sea of Love, this shade here. So it looks like that. So let me just swatch all of the shades together. Okay, so that is all of the shades together. Very, very colourful. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have some fun with these. So I have the Forever Flawless Enchanted palette from Revolution, the Revolution Rainbow palette, the Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy palette, and the Revolution Def Leppard palette. That is my colour story. So hopefully we will see you next month with another pan. I think it's going to come from the Dark Fantasy palette, if anything. But yeah, that is it for another month. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next month. Bye.